Hello and welcome to the No Ball Knowledge podcast. For today, we're going to be doing a preview of the Brazil versus Norway game in the round of 16 of the World Cup. Now, Yali, I think it's going to be a phenomenal game. It's probably the game that I'm most excited about, even more so than the Spain versus Portugal one, because there are so many duels in this game that I'm looking forward to. We have, Vinicius versus I think it's Penderson over in Norway. We expect Vinicius to have a field day. We have Ahmed Nusa versus Danilo. We also expect Nusa to have a field day. We have the infamous Holland versus Gabriel kind of fight that we've seen so many times in those Arsenal Man City games, and then we have Odegaard, perhaps the most creative player in both of these teams midfield, facing up against the very physical Casemiro and Bruno Guimaraes, who are going to be kicking him to bits. So just we have stars on the field. We have a Brazil with the history and the pedigree. We have Norway, who's in good form. I mean, this is, I think, going to be a fantastic game.
This game is gonna be crazy. I feel like you said the duels are kind of crazy, because we all expect Vinicius to have a field day, but we also kind of expect Nusa to have a field day. I mean, the battle of Gabriel and Holland is probably the most famous battle like in football right now. It's actually crazy when those guys go up against each other.
Yeah.
It's a crazy game. Just excited for it. And let's see what happens. That game cannot come any sooner because man, I feel like we might be in for a little shock here. Um, I man, Norway, the way that they got here, like their approach about the tournament as well. We saw with France, a lot of people criticize them over, but man, they like one thing about them, whether they win, lose, you like it or not, they have their ideas very clear.
Mm.
So we'll see what happens. I think it's a huge game.
Huge game. Huge. And one of the things I think is gonna like actually play a part here is I think there's a lot of pressure on Brazil to do something in this World Cup. Very disappointing World Cups, and for the last couple that they've been a part of, going all the way back to 2014 with that embarrassing 7-1 defeat to Germany. They have a decent team, although I know you and I didn't really rate them that highly for whatever reason. Everyone in Brazil, the world as a whole, they expect them to have a really good World Cup. They're the favorites going into this game. They're probably going to be the favorites going into the next one as well. Even if England is to go through versus Mexico, they're going to have England in Miami, where there's a very big Brazilian, kind of diaspora here, and who you expect them to be the home favorites. So Brazil should have a good World Cup, and that pressure is definitely going to be on them, and it's something the players even alluded to when they were tied 1-1 when they were facing off against who did they play in the round of 32? I'm blanking on it right
Japan,
now.
Japan.
Japan, yeah, who gave them a tough game versus Norway. Qualifying for the World Cup alone was an incredible achievement. Getting through was then a bonus. Those guys fielded their entire second team against France. Erling Haaland came in even in an interview and said, "We're probably going to lose against France. Though France probably go on to win the tournament. I don't really care. We're through. That's amazing. We're enjoying it." This is a free hit for Norway. I don't think this is a Norway that's going to show up scared, playing with 10 men behind the ball, defending, holding on for dear life, trying to take the game to pens. This is a Norway that I think is going to go out there to express themselves, make the most of it. A Norway that hasn't been to this stage of the World Cup in God knows how long. I think they're going to go there to enjoy it and really make something of themselves, impose themselves on the game, and be able to look back and say, look at this incredible World Cup that they have. Look at this incredible game that I had. I think they're going to go out there and play without fear. And honestly, they should go out there and play without fear. No one expected them to get this far. No one even expected them for them to be at this World Cup versus the pressure is on Norway. And I think that the pressure is on Brazil. And I think that could have an impact on the game because if you let an Odegaard get into, find his rhythm of the game, if you let an Ahmed Nusa, get time and space on the ball against the leader, if you let a Holland just get one chance on goal, he's going to put it away. And I wonder if that's going to play a part, in the way that this game develops at all. But I'd love to get your thoughts on that, Yadi. Is Brazil going to be feeling the pressure? Do you expect Norway to come out and defend, or do you expect them to go for it? Like, kind of, what are your thoughts on that?
From what I've seen from Norway, they don't kind of defend much. They go out there and they go for it. I
Yeah,
definitely feel like Brazil. I mean, obviously the pressures on them. They are the biggest footballing nation of all time. And this Norway team is good, but it's not like they're playing France or Spain or a
yeah,
team like that as well. I think here Brazil has the pressure because I mean, if you go back to I mean, what 2006, every time the moment that they faced off a European nation in the knockout stage, they went home. So with that being in the back of their minds, um, how are they going to approach that? And I also think in this game at least, which is I'm actually interested about, is how much is Brazil going to respect Norway? Is Brazil gonna be pretty much like they did against Japan, where like let's be honest, they didn't respect Japan much, and they had no fear of just attacking them, and attacking them? Or are they going to say, man, these guys, they have a guy like Odegaard who could play a ball through. They have Holland, and they have this
Yeah,
Nusa kid. So I'm actually interested about that. Are they just gonna go there and say, "Oh, we're gonna beat you with the shirt," pretty much, and
yeah,
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go, or are they actually gonna show a little respect? I'm actually very interested, like when it comes to that, because I do think if they kind of show up not showing much respect, and just one thing goes wrong, and next thing you know, you're down 1-0. Mm, I fancy Norway to kind of be a little more solid than Japan, at least, like in the back. So we'll see. I think this game is so interesting because I mean the form that the players are on too. Benitez is on great form. Haaland is on great form. The goal that Nusa scored, it's insane. So I'm pretty sure that guy's gonna be licking his chops knowing that he has to go against Danilo.
yeah.
So you have all these little matchups coming up, and it's just a an amazing game.
It is. Yeah, how much can this game come down to just which stars show up on the day?
I mean, I think let's be honest. I don't see a world where Norway even has a chance if Holland and Odegaard don't show up. So those guys need to show up. And then on the other side, I feel the same way. I feel like Vinicius needs to show up because I don't think the guys around him are that good. Like I don't think Cunha is that good where he's like, oh, okay, like Vinicius, like you could afford to have an off game because Cunha has you. I generally do not feel that. I do not feel like
No,
that could happen. I mean, maybe the guy goes out there, scores 3 goals, and looks like Messi. I mean, it could happen.
could happen.
I'm not saying that's not going to happen, but I do think this is one of the, once you go deeper into this tournament, it's like okay, like the stars need to show up, and then if a random player shows up, it's like man, like wow, like
What can
really,
you
it
do?
had to happen to me. Exactly, it's like it had to happen to me. But like we're getting to a point where it's like okay, guys, like forget about blaming the random right back. Forget about blaming this guy. Who's a start? Holland is a start. Benitez is a start. They need to show up for this game. If not, like
Yeah.
their odds of their teams winning are very low.
Yeah, very. It's going to be very interesting, man. We have, a Brazil team with the history, the pedigree, and the Vinicius on form going against a back line that, let's be real, not a lot of pedigree there. But then we have Holland, Odegaard, Nusa, and Sorloth, who have so many individual battles that you do fancy them to, be able to win. I think Holland has gotten the edge over Gabriel almost every single time they play with one another. Nusa, Sorloth should be having the slight advantage. Same thing goes for Odegaard. So this this could either be a game of outscoring the other opponent, or it's going to be a tie game and it's going to come down to an individual moment of brilliance from one of these
Yeah,
stars. And but
I
one thing I
agree.
would say is that I expect to either have Vinicius or Holland win the game for their respective nations. But I would love to get everybody's thoughts. Is Brazil the clear favorite here? Are we paying too much respect to Norway, or is Holland the kind of player like traditional classic number nine that is just give them one half chance and that's all Norway needs to find the back of the net? I'm excited for this one, man. This is the one I'm most excited about, more than Spain, more than Portugal, more than anything. I'm so excited about this game. It's going to be a great watch. I hope you guys feel the same. Let us know what you think. Give us your prediction below. And Yali, finally, we can't hide away from it. If you had to pick one to advance, who are you picking?
I'll pick Brazil, man. I hope they get trashed, but I'll pick Brazil. I just think
I have to
that
pick Brazil as well, but man, I would not be
yeah, it's
surprised if
like
Norway does something. I'm
I
rooting for
don't, I
Norway.
don't. No,
Yeah,
obviously.
but
I mean, like we don't hide here. We always speak the truth. We always speak how we feel. We hope Norway puts 10 past them, but we have to also respect our little, like the little bonars that we have, and we have to say that we think Brazil. I mean, I think if we all had to sort of give a score, probably 2-1, something very close like
yeah,
that, and we think Brazil is going to probably advance here.
yeah. For sure. Let us know what you guys think. Would love to know. Catch you in the next one.